This is your one and only 𝐵𝑒𝑟𝑒81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another exciting build guide video. Today I'm going to show you how to build this awesome swamped crypt house, complete with portal entrance and decked out with all the amenities. Let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to grab our beams here and we're just going to line them up. You want to line them up so that they're flush with this right here, this front part. So yeah, just like that. See how it's level there? And then we'll just snap the other one to the side of it. It should be raised just the tiniest little bit. You just want it to be flush with the top and flush with the sides. Then once you've done that, then we will fall down and then get back up to the top. Then you want to snap one to the side of each side like that. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to bring that back until it drops off. So about there, and it should start to turn red. And then we're just going to do the same thing here on the other side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go down from the middle here and we're going to do the same thing. The reason we do this is because you can see here, this is a foundation piece. So when we connect it to the end here, it's going to give more stability towards the end. They're not quite touching, but it still counts as a foundation piece. Once you have them all the way out like that, we're going to actually fall down here because it's going to be easier. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. And then everything should balance out. We're going to give this more support here in a second, so don't worry. And then we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to rotate that around and then rotate that one around. And there you go. Now what you want to do is you want to grab the pole or beam, whatever we're calling it, the pole, and we are going to snap that. It should snap in there. You might have to mess with it a little bit, but you want to snap it right there so it comes down along the side like that. And then now we can switch back to this and we'll just build all the way across the front here. And now you can see that those, well, once we're done lagging from saving, you can see that they got decent support. Next, we're just going to fill all of this in. Okay, there we go. Now we have our foundation set up. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go through and we're going to do the walls. So we're just going to throw down walls around the outside of it. Now, before you place your last wall, you want to place down a portal. So this is a portal door build. We're not going to be using an actual door. We're going to be using portal. So I'm just going to place that right there. And we're going to call that just door 1, I guess. And then we'll come down here and we're going to place our other portal right here. So like when it's like we're walking into the crypt, but we're really not. Now make sure you have it facing out. So when you pop out this way and not into the crypt, because that would be super annoying. So we want to do that. And then we'll call this door 1. Okay, so now those should be connected up. There we go. And now when we walk through here, it puts us into our house. Now what we want to do, now that we've done that, now we can go ahead and start to seal it in. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to line the top with the half wall like most of my builds. I don't know. I just, it's something about, it only needs just that little bit more. Like another wall just seems to be too much, but that little half wall on top of your normal wall just seems just right. And now we're going to do the roof. So we're doing the high roof for this one. We're doing the 45 degree, and the roof's going to be super simple because we're just going to go across here like this. And then the same thing on the other side. And now we're going to grab the 26 degree roof and we're going to stack that on top of what's already there, spin it around and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then now you should be looking like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in those two sides. So filling in those sides is super simple. You guys know how to do it. Just grab these pieces here, whichever one you need for whatever degree you're at. We actually need that piece there. And we're just going to snap those in. So once you have this side filled in, now we're going to go over here to the other side. So this is where we're going to put our campfire. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab these pieces here and we're just going to do that there. And we're going to build just this one side. So then we will grab our wall, put down our wall, and we will grab this and we will put this down up there. And then we will do another one up top There, we're gonna leave this hole here because that's going to be the setup for our chimney. So then you're gonna need to delete this floor piece right here because that is where your fire is going to go. Then we're gonna grab the 45-degree wood beam and we are gonna place it like that. And now we're gonna grab the little 1 meter beam and we are going to just snap it right there. That's gonna allow us to get a hold of the center. And then we are going to place another one like so. And then what we can do then is just delete that beam because we don't need that. We were just using that to find the center. If you want to clean it up a little bit up there, you can place a full beam across the top like that. And that just kind of makes it look a little nice. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to put beams around this. And we're going to use this to create like a little fireplace situation here that will trap our smoke. Then we will grab our 1 meter beam and we're just gonna do that. And then we'll grab the 2 meter and go across like that. Now we need to fill this in a little bit. So we are going to snap a 2 meter beam right there. Oh, nope, not like that. We wanna snap it straight. You wanna snap it just like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side like so. And now we need to block off this hole here. So we're gonna use the cross for that and it should snap down just like that. And that should be plenty of space in there to block the smoke. It should not be able to get out of there. And then if you want, you can also snap it up here as well. And that will just ensure that the smoke stays trapped. Now, it can leak out the front here if it doesn't funnel out the back fast enough. And there's ways you can stop that. One, we can start with putting this here and that should help block it. But I think this should be fine. That's plenty of room for the smoke to roll up and out. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to place our fire. From here, we can go and we can put our cooking station and we're just gonna put that right near the front. And then we should be able to shove the cauldron in the back like that. So there we go. Now we have the cauldron, we can reach it. We have the cooking station. We don't have any cookable items. So there we go with both of those. Now we need to start working on our crafting stations. So we are going to place this crafting station right there, and then we're gonna hide a bunch of stuff under here. One of the beauties of having it lifted up the way we do is that we can hide stuff underneath. Oh, not that one. We wanna hide stuff here. So if we place this down here, you can see that it is still connected. So we can just stash that down there. And if we take a look, we should be good to go. Yep, we're good to go. Okay, so now we're gonna continue on. The tanning rack's not a big deal because we can practically shove that into the wall. So we're just gonna push that back against the wall as far as we can go, just like that. And then the tool rack, of course, can go right here. And then we need to place the adze. Now for the adze, we're gonna drop down here and we are going to just place the adze right there. And then that should be connected. Let's take a look. And there we go. All right, so we're good to go there. Now we can replace our floor and our crafting station is complete. Now let's work on the forge. So we're gonna grab the forge and we are gonna put the forge over here on this side and we're gonna put it one away. So we have one tile there. We're gonna move it towards the center here and just push it against the wall like so. And then we're gonna grab the bellows and place the bellows. And then we are going to grab the little anvil and we're gonna place the little anvil right next to it like that. Then we're gonna delete the floor here and we are gonna grab the large anvil and the large anvil is gonna go underneath. So you can see here, we can place it right there next to that pillar. It's gonna show up in your floor a little bit. If you don't like it showing up in your floor, you can move it down to here and just switch things around a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it there because I don't mind it showing up in the floor ever so slightly. So we're just gonna place it right there. And now we have the water bucket or the cooler. We're gonna place the cooler right there. And then we need the tool rack. The tool rack can be placed right here. And then we have the cutting stone. So for the cutting stone, we're gonna grab the little one tiles and we're just gonna place them like that. And then we're gonna grab our cutting stone. We're gonna jump up here so we can see the bottom of or the top of the tiles. And we are gonna place that bad boy back in the corner there. And then once you're done that, you can delete one of those. You don't need both of them. And then we have it tucked back there in the corner. Now we can replace our floor piece here. And there we go. And that bad boy should be completely maxed out. And it is. Fantastic. All right, moving right along, we have storage. So we have a nice chunk of space back here for storage. So you can use these. These take up a lot of space though, but you can shove them back in here like that. And then you can use the little things here and we can stack them. So we can come over to this and then we can stack another one up there. And if you want to do that, that's doable. You can do that. What I'm going to do, however, is break all of those and we're going to use the just plain chests because we can stack the plain chests on top of each other and side by side. So now all we have to do is grab the 1x1 floor and we're just going to put it on top like that. Just hold down shift when you're doing that. And then we're going to bring them out and then they should continuously snap in place, but we're having issues here. There we go. And then we're just gonna stack chests on top of that. And you don't even have to place them too thick like I did there. It just may be easier for some people. You can just place them one and then just attach them to the back like that. And there we go. Now we got a nice little stack of chests there for our storage. All right, let's start to max out our comfort situation. So we're gonna grab the table. We're gonna throw the table all the way back against this back wall here. Kind of center it up, and then we're gonna grab our bed and we are gonna place our bed directly on top of the table. Now we're gonna take the chair and we're just gonna shove the chair here at the edge of the bed. Kind of disguise it there out of the way. And then we're gonna start placing our rugs. So I'm just gonna line those down the center just so that we can have them all. For the banner, I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing with the banner. I really like the way that it looks with the throne, and we got to place the throne anyway. So we're going to place the throne here next to the fireplace like that. And then we'll place the banner directly behind it. So place it right on top. There we go. That looks nice. And now for the brazier, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the 1 meter wood beam and we are going to snap it right there. And then we're gonna grab the brazier and we're just gonna connect it to that. Right at the very edge. It's down low where we can access it nice and easy to refuel it. And it just gives us plenty of nice light around here and I like the way it looks. Now it will put off smoke, but the smoke should collect up here at the top and be fine. If for some reason you don't want to deal with it putting off smoke, all you have to do is just surround it in something. It won't go out like the other fire does, so you can easily house it in whatever you want to house it in and protect yourself from all of the smoke. The smoke mechanics for it work the exact same because it's all the same smoke. So all you have to do is just do something like this if you want, and then just block off the front. However you want to go about blocking off the front. This is ugly. I know it's ugly. I'm just showing you an example. So something like that. And you can see now the smoke is contained inside of that and it can't pop out. But you can go about housing this however you want to go about housing it. Build whatever kind of enclosure you want. You can build something similar to what we built here and give it an outlet. However you want to go about doing it, that's completely up to you. Now, unlike some of the recent builds that we've done, this build actually has plenty of room in it. So we can also place the fermenter in here if you want to do that. So there's plenty of room for the fermenter right here. And then we have tons of room for whatever else you want to do. You can go about adding additional storage. We can come over here to furniture. We have plenty of room for additional storage. We can shove some back in here like that because you can still access your workbench. You can put some over here and actually stack it. So we can do that. We can grab our 1 meters and we can place it on top like that and then grab another one and place it on top there. So we can have storage here and we can have all of this storage here. Whatever you want to go about doing. This one's a little bit bigger. This isn't quite a micro build. It is a small build, but it isn't quite a micro build. And that's it. Then you have all of the amenities. Now, of course, if you want the dragon bed, you're going to have to shift this stuff around a little bit because you don't quite have the room. So what you would do is just put the dragon bed in the center and then push this stuff in some of the other spaces that we have room for here. But at a 15 comfort buff, that gives you 22 minutes. That's an entire day. So I feel like that's pretty much good enough. Now, since this is labeled your door 1, don't ever change this one. And then what you can do with this one is just use it as a single portal system like you see me do in my 100-day challenge series that I'm doing. And if you haven't checked that out, you should. There's a lot of good stuff you can learn from that. And then whenever you need to use it to get down in this or out of this house into this location, you just change it back to door 1 since you have the door 1 down there. Okay, that's pretty much it for this one. Just I just wanted to do a cool swamped crypt build because a lot of you seem to enjoy the little temporary house that I threw up in the Let's Play series. So I thought, well, let's just do a full-on, completely decked out build. And this is the design that I came up with. So if you liked it, if you enjoy these build guides and stuff, consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload other Valheim content. And I don't just cover Valheim, I cover all kinds of different games, so you never know when I'm going to be making guides for a game that you may be playing. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to join my elite crew of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.